Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here with us. Glad you could make it. We are going to be running some ranked draft because it's such a fun. I like limited. I like the draft. So we'll go ahead and play it here. I don't mind spending some gems either. All right, so pack one, pick one. Electro Dominance, which has a little bit of use here. Thunder Shaman's nice. Guardian's nice. Drake's okay, but a little bit early to go into a Flyers. Quench is okay. Alright, so we may pick up... I hate to rare pick in a draft like this, but I'm just going to check to see if I have 4 of them. I do. Okay. So it's still worth grabbing that over, say, a Thunder Shaman. There are a lot of enchantments. Thunder Shaman really gets me in the gruel with the double cost. Trollbird Guardian is a great mana sink. You know, ends up being a 7/7 with trample for 8. Electro Dominance. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the Guardian or the Shaman. We'll take the Dominance. We'll see what happens here. Alright, Rhythm of the Wild. A lot of Gruul colors being available to us, so we'll take that Rhythm. Gatebreaker Ram. Gates Gruul deck. We will take the Gatebreaker. There's a Guild Gate available. Here we go, some of our jank nonsense. Great. I think the acuity is better here. I think I'm going to be wind up into blue-white. So maybe I just pick up a creature. And let's pick up a 5 Rebel Belt. I do like the Rebel Belt of these cards available. Essence Capture. A hybrid's got my attention right now. We'll take the hybrid. Gruul colors, possibly Maca. Burning Tree's got some built-in value to it. We'll go Burning Tree. Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Oh, I love you. When did I grab the Vampire? I didn't pick the Vampire. What didn't we get instead? Ugh, stupid. Alright. Guildgate, I guess. Doesn't really help us right now. A Rakdos Locket for the black? Sure. And I don't have any white, so we'll avoid that for the time being. We'll get a removal for our black, I guess. That's not really panning out too well for us. Jeez. We'll probably end up going deeper into black. See if we get some gathering value here, because that's where we're at in this draft. Alright, we got a Zagana as our rare, a Lizrog, Slimebine, Steeple Creeper, Guildgate, Rebel Belt, underwhelming. Underwhelming to say the least. We stick with our red-green theme. We'll probably pick up a creeper in this scenario. Just don't have the blue mana consistency to get a Lizrog. really a Zagana for that matter. Pestilent Spirit is nice. There's a second Gatebreaker Ram. There's another Ill-Gotten Inheritance, an Orzhov Guildgate. I like this card too much to pass up a second one. There's a third one. Oh, jeez. Janky time, folks. Let's go. Guildgate. I'm not going to pick a fourth. I've done that before. I don't need that. Maybe the Brush Strider, just to get another creature out of this. Slinger, we'll get a Slinger. Clamor Shaman is a great card that I enjoy very much. Probably could have taken the Skewer, but that's alright. We'll pick up a Scorch here. And probably gonna open the gates to fix our mana. Beast is our only pick. We'll take the Guild Gate. We'll take the Gathering. Spin Wheel. Ill-Gotten. Storm Strike. Underwhelming. Alright, we picked up an Ooze, so that's probably a pretty easy pick for us. It's one we can pass up, especially since it works with our colors. Alright, here we do not need a fifth Ill-Gotten Inheritance, that's for sure. Probably leaning toward maybe the Collision Colossus. Maybe a hybrid. Yeah, we'll go with the hybrid here. Here we will pick up. Let's pick up the Guildgate. Genesis would have been a decent one, but that usually makes its way around. Probably a Steeple Creeper again. Wilderness Reclamation. We don't really have any use for that, so there's our Regenesis. There's another Rakdos Guildgate, which I think we take here. No, I think we go for the Skewer. We'll take the Skewer. We shall take a Guildgate. Cavalcade's not worth it in this deck. I think we need a 2-drop here. We've only got 3. I'll take the 2-drop, even though it is not a good pick. Goblin Gatherer, we've got 2. This makes our 3rd. Sure, why not? There's an Orzhov Guildgate, Archway Angel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Guildgates right now. Probably consigned to the pit. Ah, jeez. Do we do another one? No, we can't do 5. That's just dumb. Take the Imp. Shade. Warclan. Noxious. Cavalcade. Alright. So this should be a pretty gosh darn interesting deck to play. Don't think we need you. That's usually not an early entry. I doubt we're going to have a swamp early. Cavalcade doesn't work. We'll keep in our creatures to see what we have right now. Only three of these. So that's an easy one to probably drop all. So we end up getting 3, 6, 9 mana for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 mana for 10 1/1s. I don't know if that's worth it. Our deck. 1 Gatebreaker Ram. Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We might as well keep that. 2 Steeple Creepers. I think we can drop a Locket. Rubble Reading. Catacomb. 48 cards. Electro Dominance could have some use. We've got some expensive cards. We'll keep that. Those are pack one, pick one. So I think we drop our gatherings. And we need 5 cards to go. Well, looks like we got a vault progress here. We'll do that later. We'll drop a Steeple Creeper. Let's take a look at curve. So we can probably drop a couple 4s. 3s and 4s, non-creatures would be good. Of course, we've got our 4 Ill-Gottens. We'll drop our Spike Wheel, maybe. We'll drop a Consign to the Pit. 3 cards left. Not that great. 2 cards left. Maybe the Locket. Let's keep the Locket. Got a lot of 4s. Let's drop the Spike Wheel. And let's drop the Imp. That's a little bit of health. We'll drop the X-Pain. Okay, here we go. Let's see how we do in this event. I'd call it a fairly underwhelming draft. Although we did pick up an Ooze, which is considered a nice bomb. And I probably went a little bit crazy and picked 4 Ill-Gotten Inheritances. But I've won a lot of limited events with that card. We picked up 2 in hand, we've got a Swamp. We got a turn 2 play. We'll keep this. Probably really wanted to see a 3rd land in our opener, but not horrible. We'll get Hybrid out. Hopefully we draw mana so we don't have a dead turn. We do, but it's still a dead turn. If we draw mana, we can get our first Ill-Gotten out, which would be great. And we can still get that out. And we can get you out. And we will not attack. Getting out 2 Ill-Gotten Inheritances in the first, what's that, 6 turns? That's not bad. Puts a decent timer on the game. Let's still assume we can get these out. We don't get counterspelled here. And he's holding something. It resolves. All right. And we will end our turn. have attacked there? I didn't even, that was probably a mistake on my part. He's got vigilance. 1 damage a turn. Let's get 2 damage a turn going. Mountain out. A rubble belt? Or a rubble slinger? Alright, so we had to sacrifice a creature that we were going to pump the next turn, so it's a little bit unfortunate. But we just put a big timer on the game. Okay, put 3 here. No blocks. Not much we can do. Definitely drop a counter. We'll also drop out a hybrid. And end our turn. Play defensive here. We've got 2 Goblins out. It's a matter of 8 turns from now. We don't necessarily need our locket, so if we get nothing double Law Mage's Binding. Wow. We will not block. Getting a forest was not really what we were looking for there. Probably should wait for a combat trick on that one. We'll hold a land. Maybe he's got a discard he wants to use on us. He does not attack. Okay. We will put a Steeple Creeper out so that we have the potential. What is this? 4 black or red? I do not have it. We'll end our turn. All we got to do is play defense for a little bit longer. Slime bound. We will continue to play defense. Let our Forgotten Inheritances do the trick. We have to attack with our Rebel Belt. Let's draw 2. Got an Ooze, which is nice. Damage to kill them both, right? Yep. Okay. If we can survive this turn, it is GG. At least it should be GG here. Unless something magical happens. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ill-gotten inheritance, hence why I drafted 4 of them. Definitely won us that game. Wouldn't say single-handedly, but I would say it played a significant role. The Cinder Wizard. Or the Cinder Wind. Alright. Let's continue on. I think if we were up against any sort of an aggro deck, we would have paid for it in that one. Probably just ended up being a good matchup for us. Alright, opening hand, 3 manas, 4 colors. Got that out of the way. We got a early Scorch with an Locket and a Rhythm and a Skewer. We're gonna keep this. Oh boy, oh boy. This one's fun. And then I've got an Inheritance. So we've got a turn 3 and a turn 4. Oh, I can't cast the Rhythm of the Wild with the mana that I have right now. I'd have to get out the Locket first if I want to do that. Darn. Alright. So we gotta put the Locket out. Next turn we get our Ill-gotten Inheritance. Following turn we'll put our Rhythm of the Wild out. Ooh, he does not have mana. That's a shame. Okay, he got his third mana. We need to put Rhythm of the Wild. Gateway pauses, so he's got his mana fixed. Alright, so now we gotta really get going here. We will come in with full force on you. Haste. We will also skewer another 2. We've got a little bit of a combo with our Electro Dominance. I'd much rather get a 4 spell off, but we can get it with our Clamor Shaman. If he gets a creature down, we can eliminate him as a blocking threat. We do not have enough right now on the table. Oh yeah, we do, with our Locket. To cast our Ill-gotten Inheritance in case we can get him down below 4 or below this turn. If I pop all of my mana and my Locket, we can do another 4 damage through that spell. That enchantment, I should say. So we're in a good spot. He ended his turn completely. Let's just see what happens here. So he comes in with that, and we will resolve. He can score. Oh, he's gonna let. Alright. Ooh, let's see. Can we do this? Can we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go plus one counter. Alright, so we've got the mana to end it with Ilgat Inheritance. He recognizes that and leaves. So game 2 down. Unfortunately, he had a little bit of a bad mana start. But hey, that happens. It's part of the game. It happens to us quite frequently. More frequently than we would like, that is. For as well as the Esper controls and the Drake's decks are doing right now in paper tournaments across the country, I'm very surprised we haven't run into more Drake or Esper decks. That is in constructed, not necessarily limited events, but we do a lot of constructed videos. So we've got 3 mana, 4 colors. We've got a turn 2 play, we've got a turn 3 play. We'll keep this. Thirsting Shade coming early. We're gonna get our hybrid out here. 1 damage life linked. Or do we just Scorch? I think we just Scorch, get rid of the season threat. Don't want to get that 3rd mana and then start pumping. Let's see what I'll do here, so we'll have a little bit of a stalemate. Alright, comes in with a tapped mana. Does he attack? I doubt it. He does. He does not. It's fine. We will be able to get out our Core Clan this turn. We will give it a counter. Get an initial shock. Not attack. We have Menace. So even with that Noxious up across the way, we can still attack comfortably if the board state doesn't change due to Menace requiring 2 blockers. To get another red out, we can do a little bit of comboing with Electro Dominance. Spawn out. Alright. So next turn I'll be able to Electro Dominance that Mayhem. So for now, right now we'll just put out a hybrid. Next, no attacks. And we'll end up taking 5 damage probably from that spawn. 1 right now and 4 when he attacks. He's got 4 mana. Yep, we just need to take that, pass, our turn. Alright, so we did get a little combo here with the Dominance, which we could use. So it'll cost us all of our mana, wait. Yep, cost us all of our mana. And we'll at least be able to put out the Creeper. Yep, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice value turn we get there. I think we go ahead and attack here. Does not take the bait. There's an Ilgat Inheritance. get his guild gates, so we're definitely going to eliminate the threat. And we will swing in decently. We'll be able to either fly with our creeper or pump our hybrid next turn if we don't get anything worthwhile in our hand. Here's where Rick's Madly Reveler would be very nice if we had in our deck to draw right now. Or a Skewer at this point. An extra 3 damage we'd be able to put to his face would probably end it right now. Not going to make any assumptions because we don't know how he's going to be spending his 4 or 5 mana. I don't think the hybrid gets trampled, does it? Nope. Okay. Mr. Bash, Mr. Boz, 3. Rafter Demon coming into play, so another blocker he picks up. So we got an Ill-Gotten for I think our best bet, pop you up to a 6. He'll have to block, so let's say he sacrifices that. Let's say I attack with Steeple, he sacrifices that, so I'm only getting 5 damage through. Go ahead and attack with these 2. I'm sure he does not like what he sees. Okay, so he is going to take that approach. We will definitely kill the demon first. He got a 5th mana, so he's been holding on to something for a while. We're going to see it come out. Does not. He gets himself an extra blocker. He gets himself 2 extra blockers. Oh, do we need blue mana for this? Yeah, we do need blue mana for that, don't we? Pop out a Gatebreaker Ram. I think we wait until the next turn. So he doesn't have enough to gain the health from Ill-Gotten. All we have to do is 1 point of damage with our creatures with the battlefield the way it is right now. Cavalcade, that only helps his Northian Immolation Shaman. Fireblade is in haste, so he's got the block that he needs now, but we've got Trample with our Gatebreaker,
So that's going to allow us to get our damage through. Okay, we got it. And recognize that last time. That doesn't really matter. All attack. Okay, he's got his blockers lined up. We should be able to get our trample damage through. There it is. Trample, and we will finish off another game with an ill-gotten inheritance. All right, Mr. Boz 3, thank you for that game. All right. Necrotic wound. Let's continue on.
So another game that ill-gotten inheritance had an impact on, I'd say for both players. We were able to use it as a 4 directed damage finisher, and our opponent was able to keep alive for a couple extra turns because of it. Lots of mana on this one. 4 mana, 4 colors, a turn 2 play, a turn 3 play, and a turn 4 play. Why not? Zombie Apocalypse. Cavalcade. Second game in a row we've seen a Cavalcade come out. I actually just recently made a Cavalcade deck, and unfortunately I did not have my audio turned on when we got our games in, so I wasted an hour of talking. But that's okay. We will re-record it. It's a very fun deck. I think our play here is probably just to skewer this guy down. Do I have everything out? Yeah. Let's just skewer. Be able to start with our Carrion Imp, get 2 health. Perfecto, 2 health. And we've got a 2/3 flyer out. His turn. Alright, no need to put out Hammer Shaman right now, so we'll just drop out our Noxious. See if we can get this damage to poke through. See, got holding on some burn spells. What's he got in there? Why don't you cast anything yet? We've got no blue. Alright. We will put out a... Still has the 5 mana. And he's still not casting anything. Alright, so we'll get our Shaman out. We'll pop a counter on you, because we don't need to attack to block anything. Might as well open the gates. Nothing else to do. We'll get another guild gate out. A lot of land. Sitting on a lot of land.
expensive removal on my Noxious. Alright. What is he holding in there? I sure don't know, so let's just attack with 2. Put all Rebel Slinger out. Pass 1822. Grasping Control. And if we can't kill you, we can pop out our Ram, which is decent. And yep, let's just swing. One card, what do you got? 7 for 3. May not have much. We'll go with some haste here just to get the extra damage. Down to 5 for our last land, even though we probably should have kept that back for a bluff. We did not need the mana. Take our 3 damage. Open the gates. He had that mana already, so he didn't even need it. Blaze. Nice work. But we still managed to pick it up. Whew, I got close there. Very well played, Gates of Blaze. Missed that ran by just 1. And at least we can now feel, give ourselves approval for picking up that Gatebreaker ramp, because it made a winning difference in one of our games. Alright, 4 mana, 4 colors with a very strong red, 2, 4, 5 curve. We'll keep, we'll draw. Get our cat out. We can play a Slinger next turn, or a Skewer if we so choose. We'll be skewering down that gateway for a Shizzle. Not want to deal with that. And we'll swing for 2. Swing for 2. Nora 14. Looks like we've upgraded from gold to playing some diamond right now. Or titanium. Platinum? Titanium. Alright. It's a shame we cannot cast our Ill-Gotten on this turn, but we'll still... Oh, he's holding some sort of a counter spell. Maybe he just let that go in? Deputy of Detention coming in. Just use a card, it looks like. We'll gladly get the free inheritance in the battlefield. And I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's just see if he lets us get free damage. Does not. So, I don't get it back afterwards, right? Exile target non-permanent opponent controls, and all the non-permanent opponent controls are the same name, so he leaves the battlefield. So he just got a draw out of it. He lost a little bit of board presence. We're going to get our second one down, inheritance down. And we'll get a third in hand as well. one out? Ugh. This is a counter spell. Hey guys. Okay.
Well, at least we got 2 out.
At least we got 2 out. We'll bring out our Gatebreaker Ram. And cat. It's a very underwhelming meow for such an evil looking maca. Let's see, do we get him to counter our gates? It does not. So let's put out another Gruul gate. I don't have any blues yet, do I? We will counter you. Let's see, with 3 you can adapt to a 5/5. So we don't want to attack. Ooh, Raw Mage's Binding. Very nice play. No point in we cannot get rid of enchantments, and should we save it to block a 5 instead of blocking a 3? I guess that's the value here. Scorch doesn't do us any good right now. So I think we just get out our red result. And no point in doing anything. Keep our blockers available. Continue to do 2 damage a turn. I wonder if he's going to see if we'll take a bait on the Recluse, which we will not. I'm sure he may wait, thinking he's going to be able to block it, which he will. And he proceeds. Alright. Not bad. Ill-Gotten Inheritance, yet another game. A significant contribution from it. Prizes. So when you have 2 of those out, it just puts such a timer on the game. Changes the way they approach. It's a real mind play as well. I hate seeing those cards played against them. 3 mana, 4 colors. Turn 2, open the gates. Turn 3, rubble if I want to sacrifice a turn 4 Ill-Gotten. Okay, we'll keep this. We will start with a duel. I guess we have a Cynic for our Steeple Creeper. At least we have that combo. Alright, so we will definitely play our Open the Gates. We've got a lot of Guild Gates in hand already, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab just a forest or a swamp. Let's grab just a swamp. And then we will put down Rakdos. So now we do. Now we can play our turn 3 Rubble Slinger, get a creature down, followed by a turn 4 Ill-Gotten, and not worry about mana coming untapped. Gets a nice Surveil on an early turn 2. Getting matched up with some Platinum players now. Alright, picked up a mana anyway, so our turn 3 will be let's hope he doesn't hold back some mana on this so we don't get quenched. He does not. That's perfect. We'll take it. We'll use his mana next turn to blow and do 4 flying damage. Cast a Swamp. Get our Ill-Gotten Inheritance out, and we're mana flooded, unfortunately. Wait to defend. We'll make him burn his mana to fly with the Steeple if he wants to get that 4 damage in. Although we have reach, doesn't even matter. Huh. Alright, let's hope we don't draw into some mana. We could really use a play here. Does he have a dive down? That's my question. Dive down, he could have one of his trickster things. We're not gonna take that. Maybe I should have. If there was a pause there. At least we have something to do. Gets a nice chill bringer off. Not block. Oh, another land. That's not what we wanted. At least we can get that on. No attacks. Ugh. Son of a one of my favorite commons in the deck, Chillbringer right there, showing us why it's such an amazing card, especially in limited format. It's just as good as a removal. Cost you 4 mana or 5 mana, and you get a 3/3 flyer. So move over Ravenous Chupacabra. Granted, the removal is a temporary removal. But you play it when you can kill in 2 turns. Alright, so 3 mana. 3 colors, we don't need the 4th. No red. But we have 2 turn 3 plays, so we'll keep it, hoping that we pull out a red. We'll show Wars off even though we don't have any white. We'll come in black and not show green yet. The board does not remain empty, so we will not show green yet. Come in with the Noxious. Which may have been a bad move because now if we do pull a red, we are unable to cast Rhythm. Let's see if that was our mistake. And we'll come in with a Slam.
fight card there. We will go ahead and eliminate the goblin. Let's see if he wants to bring in that's even bigger. Because, you know, Wild's going to do that. Alright. Can't. Still no red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get both of these out. Hey, we got our Simic Guild Gate. We can fly if we want to. However, I'm not going to take any of this. I mean, I think I'm going to let it through. He's got to have some kind of first strike. We'll see what happens here. We get it. Down 7. Not in good shape here either, unfortunately. Finally got our red. So we can get our own rhythm out. And 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you got? A buff? 1, 2, 4. Plus 2, 2, 5, 6. I think I have to hold back to defend, unfortunately. Because I'll probably get something coming in with the Rhythm of the Wild. That's game much. I'm coming with 2 counters. That will be game, my friend, because he will come in with haste. Alright. That one unfortunately didn't pan out too well for us. 4 and 2 here, 5 and 2, okay. Hey, as a great man once said, it's not always about winning, it's about wanting to win. That great man was Vince Lombardi. Okay, so we're going to keep this so we can get our ill-gotten inheritance out. And we'll have an earlier game open the gates and we can get out Feral. Okay. Get our Rectos down. Shit. Should have put the Gruul gate so I could have cast my open gates, but I guess I really don't need it. I'll get the Machina instead. We'll need to play. I want to get my green down. I'm not really missing out on this right here. Hopefully he does not hold back with a counter spell and we can actually get a turn off here. Oh. Do we just get this off? Son of a gun, he's holding on this one. He passed right past that last game. Haste. got him a scoop. We didn't have really much steam left in us at all, so we're very thankful that we had a little bit of a mana shortage across the way, but we'll take it. Not like this has been a very perfectly clean mana run for us either. Remley. Might be Remley. 2 mana. I do have the ability for a turn to open the gates. So this is a slow but decent start. It gets me a turn 2, open the gates to put out a red guild gate, which turn 3 I'll be able to pull out a Gatebreaker Ram with 2 gates down, which isn't bad, and have access to 2 removals in hand, not to mention whenever we draw, and we're on the draw. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. We will play you. We'll show Simic colors. Gruul coming in strong with a Goblin right off the bat. Let's do this. Let's bring in a Gruul Guild Gate. Brush Strider, alright. So the plan, I think, is to get our Gatebreaker out to block. Let's see if he's like a first strike, or who knows what combat trick he's got. Son of a gun. Wow, we're in rough shape here. We are in rough shape. Well, that was a quick one for us. Looks like we're only going to end up with alright. Son of a gun. Still not a bad run. Finishing with 5 wins here. 6 wins here. So we break, well, we make a little bit of gems. Make 100 gems from our initial, and we pick up 1 pack. Alright. So thanks so much for joining us there. Sorry we couldn't get us to that 7th win. Hope you had a good time, and we can all learn from some of my mistakes I made. MaxxPowered Gaming, thanks for joining us.